Enumeration option is set to off.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas offense will come out first. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. They'll ride the hot hand. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The throw to the outside is complete. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He might want another play. To the air, it's Manning. Firing to the right, complete. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say. There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
Miami coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the San Jose State Spartans offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the shotgun on third down. Quick completion on the outbound. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Texas offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Gets it out quickly. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes, working on the right. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
To the air on first down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
He'll bring it out. It's Bates. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. Unloads quickly. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads. Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Manning. He's moving out of the pocket. He turns it loose to the left. He's got it on the outside. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer? When it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception.
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
He'll try the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time. That pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Manning. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going right and going deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage.
Turning it on. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Liberty. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this 1st half closes out.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. They get to him as he throws. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Has to get there to move the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Moves away as he feels pressure. It's complete on the right side. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. Good pickup on that one. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense getting to him.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Still running at the 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
The short hands, it's Smith. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Complete in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go, using the quick game. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
Touchdown, Spartans! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Buying some time. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start. 25. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Looking for space. It's Bates. And the ball's free in the backfield. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. The Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw. It's Manning. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. They want to throw it. Oh, they're after him. On the move, he fires. And wings it incomplete.
This quarterback has got a ton of speed. It doesn't just help him running the football, but it helps him in the passing game, too. You just saw right there how he was able to use that speed and athleticism to buy himself time to...
Got it inside the 10. And he'll haul it over and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
What a difference a change of scenery makes, right? I mean, they went into a hostile environment. They lost their first game, but they've rebounded beautifully. And I think coming back, playing in front of their home crowd really has impacted this game, and it's gotten them back to 500.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Coleman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Those 3rd and medium calls needed 4 there, and they got it using the quick passing game.
And I think, Reese, on those 3rd and short situations, I think you also know the ball's going to come out quickly. And you got to take away that quick stuff right now. But the QB gets the football, immediately sees the slant, easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
With the catch, it's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Spartans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wants to throw it. Here's a heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal. Right here, a situation where maybe sneaking a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
But the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. He's looking downfield to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that time the defense in 3rd and long, 6 DBs on the field. There's not going to be anywhere to throw the football with that zone coverage. They do a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, David. They break on the ball for the pin.
Yeah, great job forcing the 3rd and long, predictable situation. Like you said, now you got them right where you want them. You practice those situations, all those extra DBs, and they make the big play.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The run to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. 29. The give to the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Running to the left. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
All right, on offense, you're trying to catch them napping on 3rd and long. You try to run the football, but good job by the defense not being fooled and giving themselves an opportunity now to get the ball back.
Yeah, and you got to do a better job not getting in 3rd and long. Offense has to be better on 1st and 2nd down, so you're not forced in these 4th down situations where now you're in limbo of what you want to do.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. To the ground with the back. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line. Set of downs. On the ground, it's Baxter. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Power football with the run. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking.
Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
You after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. Just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing, and because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500, and let's see where this team can go.
He'll bring it out. It's Bates. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He's got it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller.
There he goes! And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, two things I love by the... on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to run it. It's Baxter. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted deep in his own end. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
This drive will open from the 15. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They want to run it left here. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on! And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack.